Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And with this year of 2020 being as crazy as it was, it seemed like pretty much every big movie release from early to late March all the way until pretty much now and into the rest of this year had been pushed back or delayed or saw some sort of digital release instead of the standard release it was expected to have. But with a lot of the movies getting pushed back, whether it was for production or whether it was for movie theaters to have time to implement safety measures so that people can go and see movies, it seems like we're about to now enter a new era of all those movies that got delayed starting to release in rapid succession. And it's interesting because the fall into the end of this year is set up to be one of the biggest years for movies just because of everything that is going to be releasing. So today we wanted to talk about all of the movies that you're going to be able to watch now through the end of the year. Let's go ahead and jump into it. And real quick, we wanted to give a huge shout out to our Instagram page. You guys didn't know we just passed over 8,000 followers over on Instagram, so we'd really appreciate if you guys headed over to our Instagram, scrolled through some of our posts, maybe hit the like button and followed us over there. We do a lot of really interesting content if you love comic books, the MCU, DCEU, whatever it is. If you just like movies, it's a really cool page. We've been working really hard on it, and it would mean the world to us if you went over and checked it out as well. Now, first up, this one's actually a really exciting one that's coming up on Netflix in just 5 days. We didn't even realize that it was coming up this close until we started looking into this topic, but The Devil All the Time is actually releasing on Netflix. But as it turns out, The Devil All the Time is coming out on September 16th, which is a psychological thriller that will follow an ensemble of characters such as actor Robert Pattinson, who's set to play Batman in the future, Jason Clarke set to be in the movie, Sebastian Stan from the Marvel Cinematic Universe is set to appear, and besides these characters and some more characters, they're all set to converge on one young man played by Tom Holland himself, the actor who plays Spider-Man in the MCU. So this is a really exciting cast, and it's going to be really interesting to see what ends up coming from this psychological thriller that's coming out in just a few days, which is awesome.
How and why people from 2 points on a map without even a straight line between them can be connected is at the heart of our story in Knock 'em Stiff.
You ever think about...
On October 2nd, we're finally going to be seeing the release of Wonder Woman 1984. This movie was delayed so many times. We are so happy that this movie's finally getting a release after the much anticipated wait for this movie. It looks like we're going to see a big time jump from the World War II era that the first one had, and we're going to see a bit of the Cold War 1980s vibes coming through this, and that's something we're really excited about. Plus, the character Cheetah will be making her debut in this movie as well, so it's a lot to look forward to. But real quick, before we go into the other movies that are also set to come out, we also want to give a huge shout out to our DC Thursday winner. If you guys didn't know, every single Thursday we ask a challenging DC related trivia question over on our community tab. So if you want to participate in any type of trivia for a chance to have your comment featured on our channel, make sure you guys head over to our community tab every single Thursday for a chance to play and have your comment featured right here. Alright, let's get back into this video. On October 16th, we're actually set to see Candyman, which will be a sequel to the 1992 slasher film, which was called Candyman back then, and it's definitely one a lot of fans of the original movie have been looking forward to. On October 23, we're going to be seeing a movie called Connected, which has the creators from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the Lego movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, kind of come together to tell a story about family's road trip where just kind of all things go wrong.
Me, I don't understand.
I'm just gonna...
No, look, I'll watch it.
Dad, it's too late.
Look, I want to watch it.
Dad, this is exactly why I'm excited to leave tomorrow.
Katie.
I know you can fix this.
If you're, of course, a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Widow was so close to releasing earlier on this year. We would have had 2 MCU movies, a lot of Disney Plus shows, but of course they all got delayed, so we're finally going to get to see the release of Black Widow on November 6th, which is not too far off now when we start counting down the days, and it's definitely one a lot of people are looking forward to, taking place between the events Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. Looks like it's going to dive into Natasha Romanoff's past a bit. We're really excited to see what happens from it. Also on November 20th, we're going to be seeing No Time to Die, which was a Bond movie that we were supposed to get earlier on this year, which also saw some delays, but we're really excited. It's Daniel Craig's 5th Bond movie, and it looks like they're kind of playing that as some bigger conclusion to the story. We don't know if this will be the final one with Daniel Craig, but it's definitely looking like it's going to maybe be one of the biggest ones with him.
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your...
Next on our list comes from November 20th, which is Soul. It's an upcoming Disney and Pixar movie, which actually surrounds a middle school music teacher and jazz performer whose soul ends up getting separated from his body, and it goes into this whole story where souls are developed and whatnot, and it sounds like a really interesting concept. It's Pixar, so it's probably going to be really good. We're excited to see where that one goes as well.
Huh? Is this heaven?
No, it's the great before. This is where new souls get their personalities, quirks, and interests before they go to Earth.
Meet 22.
Okay, but then in December, things really start to pick up because there's some really big stuff coming from December through the end of the year. First, we have Free Guy, which is a movie that is often overlooked. A lot of people kind of forgot about it, but it's a Ryan Reynolds movie where he plays as a bank teller, and slowly he starts to discover that he is a background character in an open world video game. And it's of course an action comedy movie, but it's just kind of a hilarious perspective to begin with and an interesting premise, and then pair it with Ryan Reynolds. And the trailer for this movie actually looked really fun, so we are interested to see where this ends up taking us.
More than what?
The stuff we do day after day. Being shot at, run over, taken hostage.
Everybody down on the ground!
Today's gonna be different.
Also on December 18th, we're going to be seeing a West Side Story adaptation from the Broadway musical, directed by Steven Spielberg, which is something a lot of people are really excited about. We have Coming to America with the number 2 in it, which is a much anticipated sequel to the comedy movie starring Eddie Murphy, which a lot of people are really excited about to see. It's also going to star a lot of different actors and actresses along the way, and we're excited to see who ends up being in the film.
Just once, I might use the bathroom by myself. Notes to music, sir. Wipers!
And engaged by royal decree.
Why? Why can't I find my own wife?
We've gone to a great deal of trouble to select for you a very fine...
Then a huge movie that a lot of people are excited about is definitely Dune, which is essentially this remake of the 1965 sci-fi novel, but in a movie form. But of course, the movie adaptation was so hugely accepted and so hugely successful, has such an awesome cult following. It's definitely a great movie if you haven't seen the original, but finally getting to see the now updated, reimagined storytelling in the beginning of a 2-part film adaptation is definitely something really excited. The cast is really, really great. If you look through some of the people in Dune, you definitely are going to recognize a lot of people if you're fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or even the DCEU. Besides Timothée Chalamet starring in this movie, we have actors and actresses like Zendaya, Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista, Stellan Skarsgård from the Thor movies, Josh Brolin from Avengers Endgame, Oscar Isaac from Star Wars. Even David Dastmalchian from the Ant-Man movies is in this movie. Seriously, it's looking like the cast for this is lined up to be awesome, and hopefully the movie ends up being really well alongside all the other actors and actresses that we didn't even get a chance to mention.
There's a crusade coming. Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them? Yes.
So these are definitely the movies that we are most excited about coming from now till the end of the year, but which movie are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos just like this, uploaded every single day of the week, and we'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?